Welcome back, guys. We have Choice Day sales at Aliexpress now. And today I have 10 watches for you guys, from the cheapest all the way through to the most expensive. And I've got here a lot of the new releases out here for you guys, so I hope you guys find something that you like. My name is Koda and welcome to God Tier Watches, where we talk about everything watches from top 10s, reviews and discussions. So if that's something that you're interested in, then subscribe for more content. Now let's get on to the list. Now the first watch we have here is a classic from Steel Dive. It is none other than the SD 1953. Yes, this is a homage to the Rolex Submariner. You get 3 different bracelet options. You got a Jubilee bracelet, you got the Oyster bracelet, or you got a rubber bracelet. It also has colors in turquoise, black, green, and blue, so it gives you a bit of options there. Turquoise would be my pick just because it's a standout piece. It looks more unique. But this one has been sold over 2,000 times. It's got a 41mm case diameter, which is pretty standard for a diver's watch there. 13.5mm in thickness. It's got 316L stainless steel. 20 mils in lug width, sapphire crystal. I mean, like, can you really ask for more at this price point? Not to mention, it has got an NH35 fully automatic movement with 300 meters of water resistance. Yes, you heard that right. And to top it off, a ceramic bezel as well. So, let's move on to the next one. This next one is also another homage. This is the Cadison Aqua Racer homage, I'll say. It's got slight differences within the bezel. It looks more like a retro style. I could be wrong, let me know in the comments section. But what I like about this watch is not only is the dial have horizontal streaks of pattern just to give it that texture feel, the seconds hand also has a pop of color. So you'll see the black one has a yellow second, the white one has the orange seconds hand, and then the blue one comes in a yellow seconds hand, so it creates a bit of contrast there. Not to mention, it's got a very wearable 40 mils in case diameter with 200 meters of water resistance as well. And with the NH35 again, so yeah, pretty good deal. It is currently 95 Australian dollars, so let's move on to the next one. Now this next brand is a brand I haven't mentioned in a while. It is none other than Tandorio. Homage in the Grand Seiko GMT models. So it's got a light blue dial, a black dial, and a white wave dial pattern there. I will say that the photos and videos shown on this watch, the GMT hand seems very, very blue, almost out of pocket. Doesn't feel like it matches with the watch. But, I mean, hey, for a Grand Seiko homage, it's only $100. You get the NH34 GMT movement there, 316L stainless steel, 200 meters of water resistance as well, with a very wearable 39mm case diameter, 12.2mm in thickness, and a 20mm lug width with sapphire crystal. And this one being a GMT, it doesn't look like there is any lume on that one. It just has metal battens on the indices. And the seconds hand doesn't look like it has any either, but yeah, nonetheless, a cheap homage for a Grand Seiko. Now this next one, Bernie, is on this list here today. We got a Bernie's Diver's watch with 200 meters of water resistance here, sapphire crystal with AR coating. It has a reliable Miyota 8215 movement there. It's got a very, very nice lume also on the hands and hour markers, so you can see it very clearly. Not to mention that there is an orange and green lume, which is unique to say the least. It's also got lume on the 60-minute internal rotating bezel, so there's 2 crowns in this one, so you can actually rotate the inner bezel, which is really cool to see. Almost like a Seiko Alpinist. It has a glass display case back at the bottom, so you can see the movement there. And a double safety buckle clasp, which is cool. But keep in mind, this one weighs a hefty 192 grams, so quite heavy on that one. But nonetheless, it's a unique watch. I'm not exactly too sure if this is an original design or not, but let me know if it is or isn't. Now on number 5, we have none other than Aliexpress Dive's AD 2056. That's homaging the Certina DSPH200 homage. Normally, the Satina one would set you back $900 in US dollars, whereas this one is very much so an affordable alternative. It's got a really retro case design, just with the 12, 3, 6, and 9 numerals, and then the rest just being hour marked indices. Relatively still a new watch from Adi's Dive. It's got 200 meters of water resistance, BGW9 Super Luminova, NH35 movement, sapphire glass, with AR coating as well. This one has a bubble sapphire crystal, just to mention, so it gives it that extra vintage feel. 40 mils in case diameter there, 316L stainless steel. The watch only weighs 89 grams with the waffle band. Has a 120 unidirectional rotation ceramic bezel. I mean, this one looks gorgeous. I definitely would like to pick this one up, but yeah. Now we have the cheapest San Martin I have ever seen in a while here. This is the Glashut CQ homage here from San Martin, coming in only at 167 AD. Like, have you ever seen a San Martin this cheap before? Because I haven't. Keep in mind that price is only on the rubber band version and not on the stainless steel version. The stainless steel bracelet only sets you back under $200. Says it's a Retro 262 mass, which it isn't, but it's 120 clicks unidirectional bezel there, 39mm diameter, which is amazing to see. Gives it that retro feel again with just the indices, having the 12, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 being the numerals and the rest being the indicators there. It's also got loom, which is very good to see as a diver, 200 meters of water resistance. Relatively still a new watch from San Martin here, but I love the retro feel with the yellow markers and seconds hand and hour markers just to keep the consistency going. But nonetheless, a very good San Martin find for sure. Here we have the Sujus S451. You probably have seen a similar version to this one, the Pierre Paulin, setting in at a very similar price to this one, but I just thought I'd offer this one just because not many people have recommended it, and I think it is probably an interesting take compared to the Pierre Paulin because it just got a really nice texture to it. You got different colors as well. You got a salmon dial. This is homage to the... I tried to look for a homage, but I'm not sure if this is this original? I'm actually not too sure. But this Sujus one has a very unique textured dial there. It's got a jump hour kind of movement. So you get the 12-hour display there. The hours show at 12 o'clock. Unfortunately, when the marker hits 12 o'clock, it won't exactly show the hour display. But I know some more expensive brands do that, like the Omega jump hour ones. But I mean, this is very unique. At 183 AUD, you don't get this at all. And Sujus decides to add loom onto the hour marker indices and on the hour hand as well. And minute hand, sorry. So it's very unique to see, very beautiful just to see. It's a very nice dress piece too. It's got a small seconds hand at the 6 o'clock position. A signed Sujus crown there. It's got a SD1721 movement as well. Only downside to this watch I see is it uses a mineral glass here at 38mm watch diameter there. 10 mils of thickness, so very thin. And it only weighs 60 grams. 50 meters of water resistance for a dress watch, which is fine. It's got a cowl leather strap. But yeah, really special watch here for a very special price. At number 8, we have the Boltony Explorer homage here. It's got a 36mm case diameter, an NH38 movement, which is essentially just an NH35 without a date complication. They're creating a very nice vintage catalog of watches here, which is really good to see. And a very wearable size, like I said before, 316L stainless steel. It's got very nice Swiss Luminova there. A double dome sapphire crystal with AR coating, 12.2mm thickness, which is very nice there. And the case back and the bracelet both have a brushed finish there, so very nice to see. 200 meters of water resistance. kind of like a field watch. That's what Rolex's Explorer was. But yeah, you get the black, or what they call the red. I just call it the brown. And it's got a very nice vintage hours and indice markers, yellowish tones there. So very nice. And not to mention the lume is very, very well done as well. Props to you, Boltony. You guys are doing a very good job. Now we have to bring in another San Martin here for the last two. Number 9 here is just the SN0140. Obviously homage to the Spirit Zulu time from Longines, just the GMT version. You might have seen Pagani make one already, but I'll be very excited to see how this one performs in terms of the overall finishing and quality of it all. So it's good to see for people who want a better quality watch. San Martin's got you covered here. 200 meters of water resistance here. Very, very nice color matching date window at the 6 o'clock position for the green, blue and black bezel as well. Not to mention a very, very wearable 38 mils a case diameter, which is really good to see. I'm really happy about that. It's got the San Martin logo on the clasp there. BGW9 lume on the blue dial, and then the C3 on the green and black dial. This is going to be very exciting to see. I can't wait to have my hands on this one hopefully soon. But yeah, very nice micro details from San Martin as always. The finishing is just superb. But yeah, finally onto the last watch for today. Now, a lot of people have been hearing about the word GADA, which is just go out, do anything, GADA watch. And San Martin have listened and provided with a 39mm version of the SN0129 without the GMT movement. Very good to see. It's got a desert texture there, similar to the one that they've already released, except different colors. This one has a red one, a white one, and a brown one. And it's really interesting because the outside of the dial is black and it gradients into the colors that I have just stated before. So really cool to see. 100 meters of water resistance there. Seems to be that the bezel is just a normal stainless steel flat there, so no 24-hour markers, so pretty much the same handset as well. Different dial texture by the looks of it, different gradient. Says that these dials are inspired from one, the red sunset from the red dial, the bright moon at night from the brown dial, and white is just textured sand. But really, really nice micro details shown from San Martin. Once again, really nice brush finishing. And at this point, you really can't compete with San Martin's ultimate finishing for such an affordable price. Like, can you imagine $400 is all it takes to create such a good watch? Of course, it's also got the blue BGW9 lume as well for this one. So, what did you guys think of these watches here? I certainly am very, very excited for this sale. I already have some in my cart, so I can't wait to review some once this fixes again. If you have seen me last episode, I still had it on. But be sure to look out my other top 10 watches, because they always try to pick 10 new watches every single video, and I try to reuse them just to make sure that you guys are getting the freshest of watches or just different picks and you get a good variety. But yeah, my name is Coda, and thank you for watching God Tier Watches. I'll see you guys next time. Bye bye.